the essence of the human spirit is divinity, and it cannot exist without hope. I think it's built into our DNA to hope. Courage and faith are synonymous, and I think hope fits right in there with it. You can't be courageous without believing that there's something that you're fighting for, right? You have to really believe that to be courageous. Like, I'm doing something, I believe in something, I'm taking my faith to another level, right? And so I think hope is, I mentioned earlier, I've thought a lot about this word. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I have thought a lot about this word because it's kind of one of those ethereal words that you can't really touch, you know? And when I think about, you think about people that have been in great, like Holocaust victims, like people that have come out of really life-threatening situations, and you think, how did you make it through that? And I know I mentioned like that human spirit, the essence of the human spirit is divinity, and it cannot exist without hope. I think it's built into our DNA to hope. Why do we wake up every day? Because we hope that today is going to be a better day, right? Or that something amazing is going to happen today. We hope. It's this thing that like we're constantly living in, but it's out of reach. And I think the adventure of that is so exciting to think about. I am living in hope. What does that even mean? It just means that every day I'm waking up with courage, and I'm waking up with faith, and I'm waking up and I'm being a resilient soul, because I cannot be resilient if I don't have that, right? If I don't have the innate desire. And I think ultimately that's a word that I come back to frequently when I think about hope is desire. Because is your hope based on your desire? Is it synonymous with the desire that you want to see in the world? I'm hoping and I desire for, right? And I think they're very closely related, but I also think something that I've learned and that has come into my conversation frequently lately is this idea that hope does not mean you're not putting hope in the result of something. You're putting hope that no matter what happens, you get through it, right? And I think to your point, when we talk about expectations and we talk about hope, I think when we put our energies into the result that we're trying to get instead of what we are actually going through to get there, we can lose hope. We can be extremely discouraged. And so I think the hope is the adventure of it. I don't think it's the result.
That's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that so much. I love that so much.
Oh,
Hope is the adventure. And how cool does that make it? Now it's like,
yeah.
it's adventure and courage, and it's that
Yeah.
romantic idea
That's
of
right.
like the days of adventure, and
Yeah.
and there's so many people who are talking and encouraging people, especially men, people like
Mhm.
Dr. Jordan Peterson talk
Yeah.
about that a lot, is,
Yeah.
accept the call to the adventure of your life,
Yeah.
and that's where life begins to, pick yourself up and live
Mm.
and make those important sacrifices and
Mm.
live and show up with healthy embodied masculinity and be there for yourself, your kids, your family, and be all that represents.
Yeah.
And but adventure,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hope and adventure. I've never
Yeah.
put those two together. Now I'm never gonna stop putting them together.